Welcome once again here on the Regional Radio Sports Network. We welcome you to the Indiana University South Bend Student Activity Center, where it's Men's Basketball Media Day. We're glad that you joined us here today. My name is Paul Condry, president and founder of Regional Radio Sports, alongside Tanner Camp, taking care of all the production work here today. Glad that you've joined us here today. We'll be visiting with several of the student athletes here at IU South Bend, as well as head coach Scott Cooper. And once again, we thank you for stopping by here, our YouTube channel. Ethan Hill, a 6'8" forward from Muskegon, Michigan High School, is going to be joining us. He's to my left wearing the gray shirt. Far side, we've seen him, had a chance to watch him play, and that's Kyle Millender. Great to have Kyle with us here today. He has been a staple. Another Michigan product from Detroit, and he's going to be talking some college buckets here today. So, Kyle, I know that this is a new go-around for Ethan. He's going to be one and done, but he's going to be with you this year. Let me talk to you about what is it like bringing in a couple guys, transfers. And with this group, you got 3 new guys coming in, and part of your responsibility as one of the leaders of this group, as a senior, you've got to be able to make sure that these guys are chemistry's good and they're all on the same page. What say you?
First things first, making sure they come here, feel comfortable, wanted by the team, making sure they all fit in right. But most importantly, just have fun. Make sure they're having fun, knowing that it is no pressure as a transfer to come in and it's no big expectations. Just do what you got recruited here to do, and that's play your role, do your job, and all of that. And I think right now they've been fitting in well. It's still like a learning process, changing from school to school, but that's bound to come. And then as they get more experience and everything, they're going to be all right. Because at the end of the day, it's just basketball. They've been doing that for however many years they've been in college. So at the end of the day, it's just that.
Well, you made that transition, so you understand the dynamic of coming from Macomb Community College a few years back, and you fit in really, really well here. Last year you had you averaged about 22 minutes a game. Give us an idea on where you think Coach Coop's going to play at this year. Are you going into his office and say, hey, Coach, I can go 30. I may be able to go 35 a game. Or do you have those conversations? Or you just to say, Coach, put me in, let me help whatever I can help?
I'm more just say let me help wherever I can help. If that's playing 30 minutes a game, if that's playing 5 minutes a game, it doesn't matter. Whatever it takes to win, I'll be the biggest cheerleader on the bench, whether I'm playing or if I'm doing it. I know my teammates are going to be the biggest cheerleaders for me, so it's only right that I cheer them on. They're having a good game. And I think that's the good part about our team. It doesn't matter who's in the game. We 13 players, 14 players, and all 14 can play. So it doesn't matter who's having a bad day, who's having a good day. They all can play. So I think that's a great part about our team.
Give us an idea when you look back on last year's season. 17 wins, 12 losses, 14-6 in the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference. You were 8-6 at home, 5-6 on the road. Give us an idea when you look back on the season and some of the games, some of those marquee moments. What were some things that you reflected back on and said, we can do better with this, and I'm really proud of this? Kind of a two-part question.
Well, I think defensively last year at the beginning of the year, we stunk. We were bad defensively, from me to everybody else. I think it kind of hurt us at the beginning of the year. We dropped games we shouldn't have lost looking back on it. I think also it was just trying to fit in with each other. I know personally for me coming in, it was hard to find my comfortability or getting a rhythm or something. I think this year it's going to be easier. We kind of gel a little better than we did last year at the beginning of the year. And then as far as that, I think it's going to all work out. And then as far as last year, what went well, I think at the end of the year, when I said we started gelling, we started finding our strengths defensively, offensively, we found our identity. I think that's really helped us last year when we had some big wins. When we went to St. Francis and beat them, that was a big win for us. And then that just kept rolling. As a team, we just kept rolling. And I think that was a big part of us being good last year. And I think this year it's going to be the same thing. Once we find our identity, hopefully it's quicker than what we did last year, but once we find our identity, who we are and what we're good at, we're going to get rolling.
Ethan Hill, obviously from your standpoint, you come in from Allen University out in South Carolina, and you also spent some time at Saginaw Valley State. So you've got one season of eligibility here in the Student Activity Center. What was the allure for you to come to IU South Bend and be a part of this very successful program?
It's just about the opportunity I get here. I got the most post touches by being here, and I'm 6'9", and that's just be the opportunity to score, be a playmaker, play for my team and win. That's really it.
When you came on the recruiting visit, did you sit down with some of the other players, or it was just you and Coach Coop? How did you guys handle that? And what was the thing that said, "Hey, listen, I'm in"?
When I came here, it was just me, Coop, and my dad. He took me on a visit, and I kind of liked the campus a lot. And he was just kind of telling me everything I wanted to hear. Like, we're gonna play fast, big, small. Everybody gonna play. We're gonna play the right way, and that kind of like just sparked the interest. Like, all right, I can come here and compete, have fun.
When you look at practices thus far, as you guys ready to get the season open here in a few days, what is the thing about this group that you've come to know and love?
That nobody really hate. Like, there's no hatred. Everybody's a good person. Like, ain't no bad people. Ain't no bad person on this team. Like, everybody just wants to have fun and hoop and compete, and that's what we're gonna do.
Kyle, I know one of the things that Coach Cooper is very, very proud of, and that is the graduation rates that they've had here under his tenure. Everybody who has come and spent their time here has filled their academic requirements, and that is an amazing feat when you think about what he's been able to do. Give us an idea about the emphasis on athletics as well as academics combined. You have to have a little bit of both if you're going to be successful, and the college experience is worthwhile.
Well, academics here is first. Like, he'll tell you that firsthand. Like, it's been times he put me in his office, like, making sure I was on top of my things as far as academics or anything like that. And, like, it's times like this year he had to adjust practice schedules for me for classes. And for me to be able to graduate this year, he had to adjust practice schedules. That just shows he cares about us, like, before basketball, academically, as a person. The times I came in his office and just talked about life. And I just talk to him as a person more than anything. He just cares about his players. He wants us to succeed, and he knows it's like a life after basketball.
When you look at the big picture here, Ethan, with you being the new guy on the rosters, you look up and down this roster that I have here, and you think to yourself, if so and so plays really, really well, and so plays really well, we're going to have a terrific season. So I'm going to ask both you guys, but let's start with you, Ethan. I know these are new guys for you. You haven't had a chance to, other than the scrimmage, very competitive scrimmage against Marion the last time you guys were on the floor playing against another team, respectively. Who on this roster you think comes into this and says, hey, listen, we're going to have a good year if this guy steps up and plays well?
It kind of comes down to all of us because everybody's not going to have a good game. So it's just whoever comes up to show and play hard, and whoever's hitting shots, then that's it.
Cal, what say you, buddy?
I'm with him to come up to all of us, but at the same time, like, I feel like any given night anybody can go up, but I think we're going to have a big year from Colin, who started last year as a freshman. So I think him being able to get that college experience, everything he's done, he's going to have a big jump this year. Also, our sophomores, who were sophomores last year, they got more experience. Now they're upperclassmen. They're going to be able to figure out like they experience. So everything comes with experience. As we grow and get older, everybody's now knowing time situation basketball. When is it time to do this? When is it time to do that? Also, just playing. Once you get that experience of just playing, everything flows, and I think that's going to help us out a lot.
Cal, one thing is for certain. I can ask Ethan this question now, but I could ask him the same question in the 1st of February, and his answer may be completely different. So I'm going to ask you the question first, because his answer today is going to be different. The Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference, very, very competitive league. There are some crazy places to go and play at, and some places that, quite frankly, that if you don't bring your A game, just walking into that door, sometimes those places and those coaches and those players can intimidate you. So what kind of advice are you saying to Ethan once league play gets underway, and how do you think he's going to answer this if I ask him, what do you think of the CCAC in February?
Well, CCAC as far as the conference is crazy. No matter where you play at, no matter what team, any given night you can lose. You didn't see it from the worst team in the league being the best teams. It doesn't matter. And as far as advice I gave Ethan, well, for me personally, I knew Ethan in high school. Like, I played against him in high school. He might not remember this, but I played against him in high school. I seen him play in high school. Even when he was getting recruited here, I was vouching for him. Like, I know he's a good player. I didn't see him play. I didn't see him play at Saginaw Valley, and I just, like, he's been through this. So it's just like, you play crazier places. So just play basketball. Is what we do. Is what we've been doing our whole life. It is no pressure for anything. And I think you just tell that to anybody, no matter coming up. A lot of people on this roster has played in big games, no matter if it was high school, college, or whatever. So it's just play basketball, relieve pressure. Most importantly, just have fun.
Mm-hmm.
If you have fun, everything's just going to come easy to you.
So, Ethan, I know that you haven't played against some of those CCAC teams, but as you look up and down the schedule and some places that I'm sure some of those teams were recruiting you as well, too. Give us an idea how excited you are to be able to play in this very competitive league.
I'm very excited. It's a different league than where I'm coming from. It's going to be great players. We got a great team. We got a great coach. We should do well, and we're gonna have fun this season.
When you talk about great coach, Coach Cooper has done a really formidable job of really making sure that the academics are put first, but also that make sure that there's a lot of camaraderie with the group. Can you speak to how he keeps everybody close, keeps on guys in a close tab situation, but also wants them to have the freedoms to be able to go out there and use their skills in a wide open court situation?
I feel like he trusts us. You know, he trusts his players to make the right plays, and it's up to us to go make the play. So it's just big on trust with him, and he's gonna go a long way.
Once again, I want to wrap this up to you, Kyle, and say, hey, listen, there's 3 new transfers coming in. There's 3 freshmen coming in, plus the veteran group, and there's some holes that you're going to have to fill, obviously. One of them, certainly, as you look back on last year, there's some people that you're going to have to replace. Nick Mullen is a guy who's moved on. And that big 6'9" body is one. Do you think that Ethan's going to be able to come in and take away some of those shots that people want to drive in the paint? Because I tell you what, there were times where Nick Mullen changed the course of the game defensively.
I think so too. There's been times in practice he didn't block my shot a couple times, and I was wondering how he blocked my shot. So I think Ethan can come in and translate that. But at the same time, I want Ethan to come in and don't think he has to fill Nick's shoes. Like, he just be himself. That's the most important, be himself. They're 2 different players. Nick was great at what he does, and Ethan is great at what he do. So it's going to be a change. Like, maybe this time we keep people out the paint. So now we ain't worrying about, somebody getting to the rim and relying on Nick to block a shot. Ethan's better moving his feet on the perimeter than Nick. So now people might not get to the paint on him or any of that. So it ain't really about filling Nick's shoes because that's a team thing. As a team, we just got to be able to fill everybody's shoes that left. We had a lot of seniors that left and a lot of points that left. So as a team, we have to grow and fill those shoes. It's not on one person on this team.
Well, I know you talked about the defense early on, but when you think about it, looking at last year's entire season stats, you only gave up, on average, only 71 points a game. That's pretty good defensive numbers when you're looking at it across the course of the season. When you think in 29 games, you're only giving up 70 points. However, I think that's something that's a little bit different than I think what we've seen in the past, Kyle and Ethan, is the fact that we probably saw the Titans shooting in the mid 80s in regards to points per game. So you were down, I think, a little bit offensively. Do you think offensively you may be able to move those numbers up? Because defensively, if you have those kind of numbers, you're going to win 20 games.
I think so. I think we should move those numbers up a lot. I remember last year, like, our numbers was down, but I go back and watch games at the beginning of the year last year, and I just be like, I don't even know how we were scoring. What were we doing? Because we made a switch in the middle of the year, changed everything up, and now that switch is starting at the beginning of the year this year. So I think we continue that. If you look at our numbers towards the end of the year, and then those numbers are also kind of, we slowed the game down when we switched to zone. Sure. So the zone slowed the game down. So those numbers are also kind of off. But the switching offense helped us. I think now that we're starting it, it's going to be, like, our numbers are going to for sure jump up.
Ethan, final question for you, and give you an open-ended question. Ethan Hill is going to have a great year for the IU South Bend Titans because he can do this.
I'm versatile. I can pass. I can score, and I'm not selfish. I want to see my teammates win, and I know they want to see me win.
Kyle, I know what kind of player you are because I've had a chance to watch you. So let me throw that same question out to you. I can do this for my team this year, and we will be successful.
Just as far as be a leader, just be a leader. Lead us into the game because I know everybody look at me as the the one that they trust. I probably played the most minutes on this team as far as college and everything. So everybody looking at me, just be able to lead her, like as far as mentality, go out there playing hard, is control what you can control. Like we gonna miss shots, so be a leader, like stay in the mindset of we just gotta win, next play mentality, as Coach Coop praises and preaches all day.
A couple of Michigan guys hanging out with us here on Indiana University South Bend Men's Basketball Media Day. We want to wish Cal best of luck and everybody from the Motor City where he hails from. And likewise, special thanks to Ethan Wish and his family and friends the best from where they're at up in Muskegon. We'll be back with more of our continuing coverage of Indiana University South Bend Media Day right after this.